Yep. Good morning. Now, of course, when we take a moment away from all the things that are not going so right in your life, you realize that absolutely nothing beats getting to see the sun rise to signal the dawn of a new day.
And usually that is our cue to come into your homes and wish you an excellent morning and then proceed to spend 1 hour and 45 minutes with you.
We need not remind you that, of course, because you know that the show is Wake Up Nigeria.
Your #1 feel-good family breakfast show in Nigeria. But don't let that make you think the show is only for Nigeria. So it's not. It is for every fun-loving person on God's good earth.
Yeah, you know why? So when we say Wake Up Nigeria, like you said, we welcome you, or we come into your home when the sun is rising. So Wake Up Nigeria, because when the sun rises in Nigeria, that's when we come.
We'll wake you up.
Yeah,
but we've got the fire breather.
Dragon.
The mother of Nigerian dragons.
Don't know your dragon. This is to blow fire. Smoke is to blow. It's not fire.
Mike, calm down. Calm down. How are you guys doing this morning?
What's your English? What's your English name?
What's my English name?
Yeah.
I don't have an English name.
Oh, wow. Traditional Nigerian.
Oh, my name is Imoh.
Oh, wow.
Which means peace of God.
Oh!
Which I can bring it to you this morning.
After you give us fire, you give us peace.
Your name is like this, you are like this. All right, but hey, come on. Of course, there's always a reason to smile. Of course, that's why MM is giving you that wonderful smile this morning. I am Mike.
And I am Tokwe Olonio. Now remember, if you have to be on the go, you can stream this show live at tvcentertainment.tv. And if you're on Facebook, guess what? We're also there live at TVC Connect. Yes.
Now, YouTube. Now, that's where you can get all our shows, segments, content to catch up with any one of us. You can also send comments.
Yes, now we have so much we're talking about today. You can be a part of the conversation. It's so easy. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It is at TVC Connect. And join the conversation.
All right, come on, let's get straight into what we have today. Art. It's Thursday, Arty Thursday. By the way, it's not black is actually a wonderful color, is it?
Yeah, it is my happy color.
It is your happy color.
Yes.
I actually do like black. So people might have different views about it, but hey, come on. It's an Arty Thursday. We'll be showcasing the works of Fatai Kelani, an artist with several exhibitions to his name, both home and abroad.
We like to bring you our favorite book of the week, and today we have Find Your She Spark, a book authored by Eboh. Ooh, your She Spark.
Find Your She Spark. That's for the she's, not for...
Maybe he has a She Spark. We're going to find out today.
And then for a performance, we have OZB. He is a multi-talented
Dr. Akifewa joined us last week to talk about creating your own branding and social identity on a budget. She will be back today to shift the focus to marketing your brand on digital spaces.
And then finally, we've got Eboh, who is an actor, storyteller, educator, and of course, founder of Advancing Foundation. That's look, I cannot come and kill myself. You shouldn't be playing those kind of songs in the gym. How are you guys doing? Thursday morning.
They play in the gym. You'll walk out and go and buy burger.
You just chill out and go and buy something.
This life, I can't kill myself. Burger time. Jollof rice. Amala. Ewedu. Let's go.
Hey. So what's been happening? How are you guys doing?
Hey, you say the peace of God. You better start showing us that peace.
What am I doing? I'm being quiet.
Are you?
No, I'm not brewing. I'm just being quiet. I'm just being chill, just being calm.
We know who you really are. It's okay.
So how are you guys doing?
Yeah,
this week.
Yes.
So what's been up this week? This week has been, quite a very cool week. We've been trying to get some things done. You know that thing where, do you have that thing in your life where you feel like before you do something, something else has to be completed?
No.
Or has to be complete? Like you feel like, has it ever happened? Okay, so maybe, you want to do something, but maybe you feel like, okay, I want to buy this thing first. I mean, because you don't have the money to buy this thing yet. Like, oh no, let me get this thing first before I enter this one. So people just say, just flow with it. Are you like that?
Also, I'm not like that, but there are some things that in order for it to happen, some things have to be set in stone. But when you now realize that, because this thing has to be set in stone, and if I don't do it, I'm not going to do this. You know, how about doing the two at the same time? So you don't miss out on both of them.
Yes.
Yeah, but I also feel that it's easier if you understand yourself. And like, I mean, if you know what you're capable of doing at the same time, it helps to just do it at your own pace. don't do it because not everyone are
else,
multitaskers. Not everyone knows how to do two things at the same time. Some people just like to wait,
focus on one thing,
focus on one thing and then move on to the next.
So that thing is a discussion that will keep on going. Like, do you really know yourself? Really? How, you know, because all things...
You know what? We're also going to have that conversation on Book Chat because the book we're going to review later on is basically on knowing yourself.
Wow.
Okay, so let's check out the weather. They once said that you don't have to wait for the sun to shine to get to do what you have to do. Don't wait for all the weather to be perfect. Well, let's see. Today looks like a perfect weather. Let's check it out.
Welcome to the news update this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Tokwe Olonio. The Commissioner of Police Lagos Command Hakeem Odumosu has vowed not only to arrest the man that assaulted a police officer at Agege area of Lagos, but also ensure he is prosecuted. The traffic officer ASP Daudo Ajayi, attached to Abattoir Division of the command, was seen in a viral video being attacked by a man identified as a driver. Police in a statement said that about 12:30 p.m. there was an accident involving two cars and a motorcycle rider, Ashiru Saadu, which left the rider seriously injured. In the process, the driver of one of the cars escaped from the scene. The traffic officer gave the fleeing driver a hot chase and caught up with him at Pipeline area, Okwaba, Lagos State. On sighting the officer, driver alighted from the vehicle, pounced on the officer and broke a bottle on his head. The Commissioner of Police has asked anyone with useful information on the driver to come forward and help the command. Meanwhile, he warned public to desist from launching attacks on the police personnel and other security agencies in the state. Moving on, the U.S. federal investigation has been launched into policing practices in the city of Minneapolis, a day after one of its former officers was convicted of the murder of George Floyd. According to Attorney General Merrick Garland, the Justice Department will look at whether there has been a pattern of unconstitutional or unlawful policing. He added that the investigation would include a comprehensive review of the Minneapolis Police Department's policies, training, supervision, and use of force investigations. It follows the national outrage over the killing of Mr. Floyd by Derek Chauvin. The former officer was convicted of all charges against him on Tuesday.
Today, I am announcing that the Justice Department has opened a civil investigation to determine whether the Minneapolis Police Department engages in a pattern or practice of unconstitutional or unlawful policing. This effort will be staffed by experienced attorneys and other personnel from the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Minnesota. The new civil investigation is separate from and independent of the federal criminal investigation into the death of George Floyd that the Justice Department has previously announced.
Back in Nigeria, residents of 4 communities in Bakura and Marudun local government areas of Zamfara State are fleeing their homes for fear of the unknown following Tuesday's attack by heavily armed bandits. The locals say over 30 persons were killed, houses, food banks and animals set ablaze in a broad daylight attack that lasted hours. They want government to deploy more security to the area, especially as the farming season approaches. Correspondent Theophilus Darufai reports.
Gobirawa, Rini, Zango, Goro and Madoti Dankule communities in Bakura and Maradin local government areas of Zamfara State are gradually becoming deserted. Tuesday's morning attack by over 200 heavily armed bandits on motorcycles left a trail of destruction. The locals say over 30 persons were killed in the invasion, with houses, food banks and livestock set ablaze. They say this is not the first time they are being attacked by bandits. They described the attack as an attempt to forcefully evict them from the land they have called home for decades. There are over 200 on motorbikes. Immediately they stormed our village, they started shooting sporadically. They set our houses ablaze. In fact, they almost killed me.
Two things that happened actually. The first attack that led to the killings of about more than 20 people, and the reprisal attack that led to the killing of more than 10 people as well. That's by the NSAK. So the number totals about more than 30 people killed.
They want for the state government and the federal government to deploy more security in all troubled areas to enable them return to farm as rainy season approaches. We want the government to deploy more troops. Our farms are no more secured. Nobody can go to farm. They either kill or kidnap people there.
More security personnel are needed in these areas if this farming season is to be successful.
Our visit to some of the affected communities shows that the locals still live in fear and there's palpable tension in the area. The locals want government to, as a matter of urgency, do everything possible to arrest the situation before it gets out of hand. Seyfilas Darufai, TVC News, Maradi.
Welcome back. It is time for us to take a look at the headlines in the papers this morning, and we will be starting with The Guardian. We have Senate approves Buhari's fresh loan of $1.5 billion, 995 million euros amid rising debts. No compelling reason to take more loans. Focus on creating enabling environments, economists urge. We have a photo story here showing the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Deputy Chief of Staff Dr. Ade Ipaye, Chief of Staff to the President Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, during a virtual meeting of the Federal Executive Council at the Presidential Villa in Abuja yesterday. Moving on, we have the FEC silent over Pantami's alleged link to Al-Qaeda Taliban. You can read more on that on page 4. Customs impound 42 drums of explosives from Benin Republic. Gunmen kill 1, abduct 23 at Greenfield Varsity, demand 800 million naira. Over 1,600 inmates still at large 6 months after Benin jail breaks. Moving to the top of the paper, we have federalism is the answer after all. You can get more on that on page 26. Moving on from The Guardian, we have This Day, and the headlines are: Analysts express outrage as police deploy 144 personnel to tackle insecurity in Somalia. Mission Global Best Practice says police spokesman. 2 killed in attack on Enugu police station. Bandits kill 1. Abduct Kaduna private university students. A photo story here showing an ambassadorial visit. Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Gambo, and Israeli ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Yotam Krayman, during the Israeli ambassador's visit to the naval headquarters in Abuja yesterday. Also, we have military allies fear over uncertainties in Chad. Finally, we have Senate OK's federal government's request for $1.5 billion, 995 million euros loan, external loans, passes 257 billion naira 2021 budget for customs. Moving on, the next paper we have Nigerian News Direct. Priority project funding. Senate approves $2.6 billion loan for COVID-19 food security. Photo story here showing individuals who made presence during a courtesy visit to the commission in Abuja yesterday. Also, individuals still at the Capital Development Co-working Group at Lagos House, Alausa Ikeja, on Wednesday. Insecurity, Bayelsa government to relaunch own security outfit, Operation Do Akbo. There's so much more on the papers and on the headlines of this paper and every other paper. You might want to grab a copy of your favorite newspaper to stay informed. Next up, we have fitness. Welcome to Coffee Gist.
Where's the coffee? That thing looks like one coffee can. You can just take the whole thing like that.
It's a power air fryer, Mike.
Power air fryer?
Yes, it's not a coffee machine.
So if you fry in frying pan, what happens?
It's not as healthy as when you fry with
No,
a power air fryer.
You grew up frying from frying pan. You now get to one stage. Money I'm going to your hand. You now say power air fryer.
No,
yeah.
It's the revolution of technology.
Exactly. Exactly.
When she did that figure like this, I knew she was going to say. Firewood rice is... No, so I ordered something a few days back, and I actually felt that firewood taste.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure
like
it was burnt under?
Yes, maybe. So I know found that some restaurants offer that recipe. They'll tell you firewood rice. And you feel that firewood taste.
Can we talk about
the particular
firewood
taste, actually,
dating?
but then you also need to be very wary because they're actually free radicals. Anyway, let's not go too scientific.
Please. Everyone's saying radicals. What's that? So I stumbled on a post that Arike shared. I know you already attacked me. I'm always on Arike's stories. So a post that Arike shared yesterday, and it got my attention. And I even had a conversation with a friend about this yesterday. I'm like, you know what? We have to talk about this on the show. So this is the post. Dating to marry isn't pressure. It's purpose. I wouldn't be with someone if I don't see them as a potential future partner. You all should stop making dating seem like a joke and all cruise. Relationships are deeper than that. So let's take it from the angle of, are you for dating for just dating? That's for like vibes and inshallah. Or are you for dating for this person? If I'm going to date you, that means I can see myself marrying you. Or I just want somebody to while away time.
Mike,
I don't know, but whichever way, so it depends.
No, for you.
Both ways are okay. You could date somebody at one point for vibes and inshallah, and you understand, and then at another point, you see, the point is that it's...
At this point of your life, why are you dating people?
It could be for any reason. That's what I'm saying.
It's not that you don't know.
Yeah, so like I said, both people...
Because you're married.
Both people have to agree.
you're not getting it.
Both people have to agree.
Oh my
and then
days.
focus on the show. What's wrong with you? Both people have to agree what they're dating for. I mean, you have people who are married in open marriages and still date for vibes, and that's okay for them if it works out for them.
Uncle, I don't care about them now, you.
And this person. No, it's relative. Depends on the person at any point in time. So you might
if
see
I
someone.
want to date now, let me bring it home so that you understand this, because it seems like you're just if I'm dating now, I'm dating to grow a relationship, grow companionship and friendship, and eventually end up in marriage. So whoever I'm going to date now, if I cannot see a potential of being my husband,
there's no need
to waste your
time.
time.
So from the onset, you need to place all your cards on the table.
Okay, but
define what it is you are doing in that relationship.
And it takes two to tango, and then the other person has not. The other person has not shown up.
There.
Shown up where? Like he's
the
not physically present.
has not shown up.
Physically present or emotionally or mentally
Both
present.
sides. You can be doing vibes and inshallah along the way. That's what I'm saying. Vibes and inshallah can be holy.
You know, that is the reason a lot of men are carrying crosses on their heads.
Because Auntie came prepared.
Yes.
You let's be vibing and inshallah.
Yeah, and you don't, define what it is the relationship is about.
Define it. If you're a friend with benefits, clearly say there are ladies out there that just want benefits. There are ladies out there. So where the guys make it wrong is that they go for one chick now.
That's desperate.
You understand?
No, I don't think who has got desperate.
No, there are some that are desperate. They are desperate. So there are some that are
desperate. They are desperate ones. We are not going to take that away from you.
Pressure.
No,
they are desperate ones.
Okay, desperate ones.
So my point is that you definitely see some chicks who want you for vibes and inshallah.
Yeah.
Look for them.
So
which one are you looking for now?
Which one am I looking for?
Yes.
It depends on what comes. Life is not leave it. Life is not too. Life is not too.
So let's talk about as guys
so
now. Guys, normally.
Yeah.
What type of babes do guys want? Vibes and inshallah. Like, what's your go-to? Vibes and inshallah or serious commitment?
The problem with us human beings is that we tend to look for things that are not all in one person. So we want that good girl with bad girl's vibes.
Just go for a bad girl.
But the bad girl can be too bad. Actually, we need some homeliness. So at times it's hard to get that kind of in one person.
So
at times it's very hard.
So how about you have this good girl, and then you kind of like mold her into what you want,
and then she now moves on.
She now moves on. Don't mold.
Yeah, but we've also heard of situations. Where a guy, as in you move on from the relationship, and then the things that you wanted him to do in that relationship, he's doing it with the next person,
and it's very painful.
Well,
it happened to me.
This conversation will continue on social media, guys. Let us know what you think about it. Have you been under pressure to date, or the person that you're in a current relationship with, have you defined it?
Exactly.
Where are you going in that relationship? Let us know on our social media platforms at TVC Connect. Till later on, there's still so much more. Stay with us.
Isn't this lovely? I like this. Now, I would rather come into your house and see this, something lovely, than come into your house and see your face when I know you. For example, Tokwe, she goes into her house and you see your face, you have a mirror and you see have your own self. But hey, come on. Lovely, lovely paintings like this are what you should have in your house. And our artist today is Kelani. Of course, he has had several exhibitions, both home and abroad to his name. He's an impressionist and realist who draws inspiration and creativity from nature and environment. How are you doing, Kelani?
I'm okay, I'm very fine.
You are welcome.
Thank you
so
so
you've
much.
done exhibitions home and abroad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
My series of exhibitions, the ones that are abroad are online show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are online shows.
Wonderful.
It's not like I went there. Just
I like this guy. I like this guy.
It's an online thing. So,
Yeah.
And thank God so far, people have been giving me good reactions to it.
Good reviews and all of that.
On it.
Talking about good reviews, I like this one. I saw this painting, and let me just hold it up. I hope you can see very well. I like this one. This is a wonderful page. When you told me the price, I don't know, my likeness reduced. Continue. But this is a painting of a street in Lagos. Let's talk about this one.
Okay, this actually is a painting of a street in Ogun State.
In Ogun State?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching a film, then I saw the street, then I screenshot it.
Oh.
So that's why I got the...
Wonderful. And you put it there?
Yeah, I put
This
it
is
there.
wonderful. I like this. I like this. Okay, let's go straight. This definitely has to be Lagos State. The one by the
this
side
is
there.
Lagos. This is...
So you've heard that they are trying to phase out yellow buses?
Yeah.
We're going to have blue buses now in Lagos State. So when the blue buses come, this painting is going to be obsolete, or it's going to be...
Yeah. Well, I prefer it to be that yellow. I love the yellow color because it's vibrancy.
This looks like Oshodi before.
Yes, the old Oshodi.
Oshodi just has the way it is.
Yeah.
Where you see yellow buses everywhere.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But you like street, so...
Yeah, actually, I'm a landscape artist.
Okay,
I
a
make
landscape, yeah.
painting. Though I do figures too, like that fella.
Okay, let's talk about that one. The fella, what's it about? What's the story behind it?
The inspiration to that is the song Zombie, oh Zombies.
Hey.
so
Wow, I like that.
Yeah. I made the painting during the NSAS stuff when people were clamoring for change about the way police used to treat the people, and so then I take the police as zombies, like they just.
Okay. They just do what they are told to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what you meant. Wonderful. I love that. What's the style of painting where you like? There's this half. I don't know. Does it have a name? The style of this kind of painting, where you have a figure, like as you can see that fella now, it's half. You didn't have the full figure. His leg is not the full leg. Is there any name to that style?
Actually, I was trying to explore with more of colors.
Okay.
I was playing with colors. Then the figure, as you can see, is I play with colors and making the background flow in to the main figure. So it's just design.
Wonderful. That looks like a street on Lagos Island.
Yeah. Lagos Island, you're right. Somewhere around Aroloya. I actually went to make friends.
The way we are seeing this here.
I was about to ask that, are you an artist too? Because this way you are just...
As a co-artist,
I'm even happy that at least you can relate with my works.
So I can relate to this one very well.
Yeah.
So this one can relate in my house.
You can relate to your house. You can talk to me.
Let's close this one. It's not part of the exhibition again. Let's talk about this one down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this two that we have here in the middle here. It's still landscape.
Yes.
I can see landscape and all of that.
Yes, that's Idumota. The two paintings. I actually used it to exhibit at the Ogirikon miniature exhibition in 2019.
Okay.
So that's when I made the painting. I was even in school then, so I had to just make...
So for your landscape, do you always have to have something to draw from? You always have to...
And sometimes, even if I have reference to work with, I can also compose my own idea to it.
And also
exactly. I don't have to just copy what I see. I can create my own. Yeah.
Like
so that's how I
and
do
then
that.
this one by your side here.
This is I live in Mushin.
Okay.
So I went to Juwe to get something. So I was moved, seeing some things around the
okay,
street.
that's what you're saying now is the one of
This is
Idumota.
This one is Idumota.
Okay, so this
one is Ojuwe.
Okay.
So I went there to get some stuff because the marketplace. So getting there, then I'm like, I love this as a landscape painter.
Okay, just can we draw it a bit so that people can get to see it a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can take it up. Oh, wow, this is I like this.
As you can see,
but our sky not be like this, you know. This guy is too,
like I said, I can compose it.
Very, yes, you also mentioned.
Obviously, people want paintings. Some people like paintings that are beautiful, something that they can put in their house. Some don't like paintings to look scary to them, so you have to just.
Okay. What does when you put up? Okay, Shamina, when you put up your canvas and you want to draw, what moves you? What drives you? What does it do to you as a person?
Actually, let me put it this way: art has been part of me. So even if I'm not having a good day, I must actually draw or paint. So what moves me is just my environment. Most times, yeah. My environment, or maybe when I listen to music. When I listen to music, then I'm like, maybe I had a verse or something. Then okay, I can work with this. Or even watch a movie like this. I got this from watching a movie and all that. Or it might be through reading stuff like that. Then that's how I get my inspiration.
So, a number of people will tell you that they had this growing up and all of that. If you were not making money from this, would you still be drawing? Or painting, as a case may be?
Actually, and most importantly, painting is not always about money. Because sometimes, even after doing a piece of work, you might not even sell it. You understand? It's not always about the money, but the money will still come. So the artist just needs to be working, enjoy his creativity, and definitely money will come.
Definitely money will come. Okay, so we are saying that if you had another job now, you'd still be painting.
Actually, I do photography at my leisure time, but it's not so. I don't give it more focus.
This is realism, right?
Yes.
This is what you call realism. The first one that we saw.
Yes, that was realism. This is impressionism.
All right, that's a kid reading something like an encyclopedia and all of that.
This is also realism.
This is it is, man. Look at those tomatoes. You don't need too much to cook again. Don't do this. I like this. Mala fishes. That's mala.
Thank you so much.
Is that mala fish?
Yes.
When you put that thing inside correct peppered stew like this and let the stew soak inside the fish.
It's obvious that you like food.
It just vibes. Yeah, so we're talking about, you said, okay, you also do photography?
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying that if you had to do a corporate job or something, would you still be painting? Would you, if there was a time constraint?
Actually, it won't be easy for me because I'm this type of person that, even as we are talking now, I have plenty canvas at home that I have to work with.
That you have to work
with. And working under Fame or any other places, they will be dictating some things for you. And as an artist, I enjoy my freedom. I like to do whatever I want to do. So I don't work, doing another side job won't be beneficial for me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelani. It was quite an intriguing conversation, an interesting conversation with you. Thank you for the enlightenment. And here's wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
See you at the top.
Thank you
so much. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. Talk about, did you see those dark tomatoes? I don't know if they can show us. Did you see it? That realistic painting. It had some very nice tomatoes and pepper, very fresh like that.
Yes, I saw it.
You saw it? Are you sure you saw it?
Of course I saw it, but I'm not...
April as if you...
Oh, my days.
Please, let us see the chef. Let us... All right, take it away.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, Kalani. Those were really lovely paintings you have there. Please do not give any to Mike. No free gifts. For him. Welcome to the kitchen, people. I have with me Chef Tito. Yeah, breathe. How you doing? This is not your first time here, I remember. Yeah, so we're back with a bang. But this morning I can see we're going to healthy streets.
Yes.
Are you trying to lose weight? You want us to follow you on the weight loss?
I'm actually trying to encourage you guys
to lose weight.
No, not to lose weight.
To live healthy. Okay. Yes. So what are we making this morning?
We're making a simple Caesar salad.
Caesar salad.
And then we have some wrap. So in case you would rather have it as a wrap, so you just scoop it there.
Okay. Okay. Good to go. So let's run through our ingredients. We have this is what wrap? Is this tortilla or what wrap?
Tortilla.
Tortilla bread. And lettuce, of course,
lettuce,
cherry tomatoes,
Chinese cabbage.
I was going to say, what type of cabbage is this? I really find this interesting. This is the type of cabbage you get from supermarkets, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So why did you choose the Chinese cabbage?
It's actually really sweet, and then of course because of the nutrients. Highly nutritious.
Highly nutritious. Okay,
yes,
okay. And I mean, yesterday we were talking about increasing, improving our immune system because and the dietitian we had talked about taking a lot of carrots and cabbage. So this is definitely a must, a win. So what we have here is what,
vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette. Did you make this yourself, or you just bought it?
I made it.
Ooh. What's the ingredients inside?
So here we have black pepper in here.
Okay.
We have some vinegar. We have some crushed onions.
Ooh.
And then we have some mayo.
Mayo.
And,
nice. And it does smell really nice, I must say. And we have, what is this?
Red spinach.
Red spinach. Okay, your choices of vegetable though. So why red spinach?
I mean, you know I love to make exotic stuff.
Yes. But I want to know, so red spinach, what makes it stand out in this salad?
So for colors,
okay,
aside the nutrients that it adds to this salad
mix,
selection salad mix, the colors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your food should be beautiful regardless. So blend of colors.
Okay. So we are starting, right?
Yes, please.
Are we chopping?
Yes, we would need to shred some of them and
okay,
we'll chop some.
Chop. Okay. Please, I'm interested in this salad, in this dressing rather. I want to know how it tastes. Okay. So what are we doing? Don't chop.
You want
it? Hey, you want me to embarrass myself or like do it first? When you do it, I'll now follow you at the back.
So we'll just cut them like real big.
Oh, okay. So it's not size specific.
No.
Okay, okay. All right then, now we have Chef Tito doing the choppings and the cuttings and everything for the salad. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we have so much more. We have the She's Back book we're going to be reviewing. You definitely do not want to go anywhere. We will be right back.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for our book chats. And our favorite book for today is Find Your She's Back. Yes, it's a book authored by Eboh. She's an alumnus of the Oxford University and the lead consultant at the Etiquette Place. Her Best Food program has transformed many organizations, and her She Spark initiative is helping raise a community of professional women who are becoming global brands and influencers. It's so good to have you here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Finding Your She Spark. This is a potpourri of everything personal branding, and I also enjoy some of your personal experiences that you share. But first of all, we'll the first chapter where you talk about self-discovery. Who are you?
Very important.
That's a lot. That is a question that a lot of us ask ourselves until tomorrow, no matter how old we have become.
Absolutely.
We are still asking ourselves that question. But when do you come to the point of self-realization of who you are?
That happens when who you say you are is who you say I am.
Now we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
That's what, so it's not just what you think you are, because you know, personal branding is not particularly about you, but what people think about you.
Yeah. So on that, you noticed something here that resonated in where you talked about your life is an open book and stakeholders are observing.
Absolutely.
And I am one of those people who believe who are not concerned about what people think about me. I really do not care about what people think about me. And then, you talked about people's perception about you should always matter. So
there's a place for people's opinion not mattering. I know that, but that's why I call them stakeholders. And I said, they're in your career space, they're in your business space. They take decisions about where you're going, the next chapter. That's the reality of life. That's how life works. So what you want to do is to empower people's perception about you. That is work from inside out. It's your work. It's your responsibility. It's your duty. And unknown to your observers, you have your act together. You've been to your drawing board. You know exactly what picture you want to paint. It's not pretense. It's who you are. But you've groomed yourself. You've honed your skills. And people say to me, Yvonne, sorry, ma'am. They don't know me. I mean, strangers. Hello, ma'am. I like how you dress. They don't even know I'm an image consultant. But so I have an image in mind before leaving my home, before going outside, or even within where I'm staying, that I'm painting a picture of something I want you to see. And it's become a part of me. But I said your brand is your promise. Is what you're giving, is what you're projecting consistently. What you're projecting consciously and unconsciously is who you are. It's your story. It's your statement. It's your signature. So yes, it's a place for people's opinion. You don't have to. I'm not saying you should put your mind in people's, but there's a part of the stakeholders who are observing, who have a part in your journey, in your career, in your business. That is important.
So here you also highlighted the benefits of personal branding.
Right.
Can we talk more on that, please?
I said, personal branding is bankable. It's a currency. It's the new resume. It is. How am I saying that? People just go to they want to know about you. You just press Google, everything comes out.
Yeah.
They go to your social media handles. So you can't be careless about that. And there are benefits. People call you to do something. They just see you. They don't know you one-on-one, but just seeing something, how you presented a particular point, your projection, your thoughts process, your points, the way it was laid out. They think that's how life works. They think, you know what, I would like her to come and speak at an event. I had first-time invitations of people that don't know me, that have never met me before, but have just made a comment in someone's post, and they felt like, for whatever reasons, I like to work with you. I like to relate with you. I like how your mind goes. Right, so that's your business. That's your responsibility. You can't leave that to chance. You can't say, well, it's how I am. No, you were born naked. You're not that way anymore. So you can improve. You can groom yourself.
Yes. So there's something here I'd quickly like to touch on, where you're talking about yourself and you being a social disruptor.
Absolutely.
And also where you talked about being your true self can get you into trouble.
It can.
So there is that. Sometimes you don't know where to balance between people having that people perceiving you to be arrogant and you being confident.
Right.
Because for you to be in your true self, you have to exude confidence. But then people really do not, know where to draw that, because it's just that thin line between arrogance and confidence. So how do you balance this off?
Like you said earlier, be true to yourself, and it can't be it's not a one-off thing. It's something you're consistently doing.
Yes.
So people can draw that conclusion based on what your projections have been over time, and take a risk. It boils down to that. Take a risk. Be courageous enough to be yourself. Some will misunderstand you. Listen, some people have taken a vow to misunderstand you. You can't do anything about those ones. You can't help you. You can't do anything about them. You can't impress them. You cannot impress them. But you can take a chance and be yourself. So much so that if anyone misunderstands you, who is within you, somebody can defend you and say, that's not who she is.
Who she is.
That's not who she is.
All right.
I've known her over a period of time. That's not who she is.
All right. So, now let's talk about finding your theme.
Right.
That was quite an interesting conversation there. Theme.
Right.
Highlight one, please.
That will happen. As humans, we have to pay attention.
Excuse me.
Compliments, comments, conversations. You put up a post, read the comments. People are responding and reacting and paying compliments and making comments about what you're saying. That sort of helps you know, okay. I come with a theme here some 10 years ago. I call it "Put Your Best Foot Forward." People liked it so much. Whenever I say, Yvonne, which is the best foot? Yvonne, okay, which is my best foot? It hit them because it was like an image of a woman wearing runners on one leg and she was wearing proper shoe on the other leg. So it was just very captivating. I came up with that theme, and everything I did, I put out best foot. So that summarized what I was talking about in essence. Always put your best foot forward. Always be your best. Always put your A game forward. People thought, okay, they were able to resonate with that. So they began telling me back my story. It became my theme. It became what I was about. Brand yourself. And even how I didn't have to say it. Someone said to me, once you enter the room, I want to do the right thing. I'm like, well, why? It's just come here, conscience. You're like, I'm like, well, why? He said, I don't know. I just want to, once I see you around me, I want to do the right thing. I'm like, well, why? What am I saying? But it's not what you're saying necessarily verbally. It's what your life says, how you conduct yourself over time. As a child, I would refuse to cross gutters. And I thought,
really?
oh,
Wow.
come on. Oh, come off it. But it was just something from home too. It was like a home training. I would go the longer route. And it felt like, oh, I didn't want to pull up my dress and stretch my legs. It was very unladylike. So it was like, it's harder. It's more difficult, but I was trying to create around the theme without even realizing it.
So
Without
quickly,
even
let's
realizing
talk about building a brand and, you know, selling a product which is commodity. People really do not know how to identify the difference. So please expatiate more on that.
No, I said that in my book. I said, you know, I use a watermelon as an example. There's just so much you can sell a watermelon for. It's a product.
Yeah.
There's just so much. You can't go beyond a particular amount of money. Now, you will shoot yourself in the leg by just zeroing on the product. I'm saying put the focus on you. You are the brand. There's so much you can do about that brand. You come out with different styles, different ways, but it's still a theme. You have a signature. What is that thing about you from comments you've been hearing that makes you like different? Your signature, your unique, your USP. What are you different in?
You're obviously very passionate about this. I mean,
because I've seen it work.
You're speaking.
I've seen it
from
work.
A place of,
I've seen it work. Perception is key.
There's so much, you know, wisdom that you have to share. And I mean, I'm so thankful to, you know, be a part of, you know, this journey with you. I mean, finding the she, finding your she spark. Thank you so much. This has been an interesting read, and I'll recommend it for every young girl out there who's still trying to find themselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and that's it for Book Chat for today. Let's find out what's happening in the kitchen. Over to you, Tokwe.
Thank you, MM. We are still here making our Caesar salad. And Chef Tito has been giving me some Chinese cabbage cotton. And now we're going to heat the tortilla bread rather, for those who are interested in having their salad as a wrap. I think I would like it as a wrap. It's going to be more encouraging. Okay. So I've been telling myself, at least in my mind, you know when you're trying to lose weight. No, not wrap. I'm telling myself, there's chicken in this, and it's shawarma. So that way I'm encouraged to eat it. Because as much as it's healthy, you know, healthy stuff, they're not as sweet as the unhealthy stuff.
Yeah,
like, no matter how you want to do it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yes, they are sometimes. Okay, so, so we're just heating it. We're not putting oil, nothing,
Yeah, we'll put some olive oil.
Some olive oil, okay.
Yeah.
Here. Tell me the amount, oh, let me not go and overdo.
That's fine.
Your reaction. Okay. So take this round.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how else can we achieve this Caesar salad? So now I know we use the Chinese cabbage and the red spinach. So what's another alternative?
Ideally, you're supposed to use leafy veggies, so your lettuce and all of your green lettuce, more of that, yeah. But then I decided to tweak this one and, you know, introduce some other veggies like your Chinese cabbage and the rest.
Okay.
So you could also add some cucumbers to yours. Okay. You still have your tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yeah.
So
if you add carrots, is it no longer a Caesar salad?
I don't think so. If you just give me your own name.
It will be Tokwe Caesar. It will be Tokwe Caesar salad. But I mean, carrot is also healthy. So
yes, it is, but you might need to blanch it for a bit because it might be too hard.
Too hard, yeah.
Yeah, for the salad.
Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Check this out. We're still not there yet. Okay, well, so funny how time flies when you are having fun. But we're not going anywhere. The first hour is just rounding off on Wake Up Nigeria. We're going to go on a break. When we come back, it's going to be 45 minutes of artsy goodness. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. Good morning, and thank you for joining us once again. And if you just tuned in, well, you kind of came late, but it's okay. The first hour is up, but then we have 45 minutes of utmost goodness on your #1 feel-good breakfast show. It is Wake Up Nigeria. I have the fire breather, I have Mike Mesikena, and we are having Artsy Thursday on the black.
For you. I just told you. Continue.
You killed my boy, you killed him.
Okay, but hey, it's quite a figurative morning. It's raining. It's
yeah,
I love it.
Really feel good.
But you know, I'm a pluviophile, so I love when it rains.
Yeah.
I love when it rains. But you know, that rain with a bit of sunshine. We are the ones bringing the sunshine.
Yes, we are.
Fire breather, what's up?
Ooh.
Fire breather, what's up? No one.
Today is peace be still.
Yes. Today is peace be still. Like literally.
Okay. All right. Chef, how's it going now? How's the preparation?
Well,
How's it going?
things are coming up very
I didn't
nice.
ask you. Ask Chef.
No vex.
Thank you, Chef. You can answer. Please say something. How is that
Chef
preparation?
Tito, it's coming up real nice.
Okay. All
We'll
right.
be done soon.
All right, then. We already started the conversation doing coffee gist. Are you those that don't know what's going on in your relationship? Situationship, dancing ship, whatever vibes and inshallah ship? Or are you for let's know what we're doing? Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Our handle is TVC Connect on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Be a part of our conversation all through today.
I would advise you just leave the ship and fly. Of course, the second part of the show, we have performance coming up. OZB will be here, and I'm looking forward to that performance from him.
Ayodotu Akifewa joined us last week to talk about creating your own branding and social identity on a budget. She's back again today, but she's shifting the focus to marketing your brand on the digital space.
And finally, we have Imoh, Eboh. She's a storyteller, producer, actor, educator, and of course, a founder of a foundation. She'll be here, and we'll be talking to her about what she's been up to. So, moving on from that discussion, I saw something online, and still centering around and this guy posted something. I'm not sure. I'm paraphrasing here, where he said if you date a foreigner, you're going to find it hard to come back here and date a Nigerian. Of course, we know that the cultural the cultural diversity, cultural differences and all of that come into play, but then he actually did make a point. I mean, you go out to a date with a foreigner, and she's speaking her own bill, and she's angry if you pay for her.
Maybe not angry, but it's just, it's what's the difference is, abroad when we're going out, it's more like we are going out. You're not taking me out. So I'm paying for myself and you're paying for yourself. It's just normal. Unless we're going on a date and you say you want to pay. Yes.
Okay.
It's just like in Nigeria, I don't know about the other parts in Africa, it's cultural, it's normal for a guy to take you on a date and pay.
And then entitlement mentality.
You don't understand.
What?
It's the entitlement mentality.
Yeah, if you get,
no, I'm saying in Nigeria it's normal. Because
bad.
I remember, let me give you an instance. I remember when I got back from school and I was going to watch a movie with this guy, and then I'm just, so he's paying for the movies, and I'm like, okay, I'm paying for the popcorn and the drinks. And he's like, oh no, I know you want to show independence. And I'm just like, oh cool, is it not split bill? Like, I not pay for one and pay for.
So you said, okay, there's something you said.
Environment.
That when the guy wants to take you for a date, he can pay. But here, it's the lady that will tell you that she wants to take you on a date and you will still pay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll say I want to take. I'll say, oh, Mike, I want to take you on a date.
Yes.
I'm taking you on a date.
Yes.
And you're still paying.
Yeah.
Then I'm not taking you on a date now. You're taking me on a date.
No, the date is like chose the place.
No, you are following broke girls. It's broke girls.
It's not.
No, there's some.
Mike has been hanging around too many Scubia.
Yes.
Have you checked their piggy vest? Girls are not broke.
No, see, forget.
Regardless, a girl can have millions in her accounts, but that feeling of just being taken care of means a lot.
So recently, yesterday, I was going to visit a friend, and then I bought him food. And then this was my experience. So I bought the food, and then I was stuck in traffic. And then I reached his house, and I was complaining. And then he's like, look at you lamenting because you just bought me food. He's like, do you know how many times we buy you girls food, and then you don't even say yes to us at the end? So our food and our traffic
it's a waste.
Goes to waste. And I'm just like, well, we girls are really not nice on that note. Let's go and find out some fun facts.
If you
this
eat
is
my
not a
food
fact.
and you say no, it will choke you.
Mike, they're eating a lot of your food and you're still single.
Let's check out fun facts.
Welcome to the news update. My name is Tokwe Olomonio. The Commissioner of Police Lagos Command, Hakeem Odumosu, has vowed not only to arrest the man that assaulted a police officer at Agege area of Lagos State, but also ensure he's prosecuted. The traffic officer, ASP Daudo Ajayi, attached to Abattoir Division of the command, was seen in a viral video being attacked by a man identified as a driver. Police in a statement said that about 12:30 p.m. there was an accident involving 2 cars and a motorcycle rider, Ashiru Saadu, which left the rider seriously injured. In the process, the driver of one of the cars escaped from the scene. The traffic officer gave the fleeing driver a hot chase and caught up with him at Pipeline area, Okoba, Lagos State. On sighting the officer, the driver alighted from the vehicle, pounced on the officer, and broke a bottle on his head. The Commissioner of Police has asked anyone with useful information on the driver to come forward and help the command. Meanwhile, he warned public to desist from launching attacks on police personnel and other security agencies in the state. Moving on to the United States, the U.S. federal investigation has been launched into policing practices in the city of Minneapolis, a day after one of its former officers was convicted of the murder of George Floyd. According to Attorney General Merrick Garland, the Justice Department will look at whether there has been a pattern of unconstitutional or unlawful policing. He added that the investigation would include a comprehensive review of the Minneapolis Police Department's policies, training, supervisions, and use of force in investigations. It follows a national outrage over the killing of Mr. Floyd by Derek Chauvin. The former officer was convicted of all charges against him on Tuesday. Back in Nigeria, residents of 4 communities in Bakura and Maradun local government areas of Zamfara State are fleeing their homes for fear of the unknown following Tuesday's attack by heavily armed bandits. The locals say over 30 persons were killed, houses, food banks and animals set ablaze in a broad daylight attack that lasted hours. They want governments to deploy more security to the area, especially as the farming season approaches. Correspondent Theophilus Darufai reports.
Gobirawa, Rini, Zango, Goro and Madoti Dankule communities in Bakura and Maradin local government areas of Zamfara State are gradually becoming deserted. Tuesday's morning attack by over 200 heavily armed bandits on motorcycles left a trail of destruction. The locals say over 30 persons were killed in the invasion, with houses, food banks and livestock set ablaze. They say this is not the first time they are being attacked by bandits. They described the attack as an attempt to forcefully evict them from the land they have called home for decades. There are over 200 on motorbikes. Immediately they stormed our village, they started shooting sporadically. They set our houses ablaze. In fact, they almost killed me.
There are 2 things that happened actually. The first attack that led to the killings of about more than 20 people, and the reprisal attack that leads to the killing of more than 10 people as well. That's by the NSAK. So the number totals about more than 30 people killed.
They want Zamfara state government and the federal government to deploy more security in all troubled areas to enable them return to farm as rainy season approaches. We want the government to deploy more troops. Our farms are no more secured. Nobody can go to farm. They either kill or kidnap people there.
More security personnel are needed in these areas if this farming season is to be successful.
Our visit to some of the affected communities shows that the locals still live in fear and there's palpable tension in the area. The locals want government to, as a matter of urgency, do everything possible to arrest the situation before it gets out of hand. Theophilus Darufai, TVC News, Maradin.
That's all we can take on the news update on Wake Up Nigeria for today, but we have sports news with Mike.
We definitely have control this time on tech. Moving on from that, we have Ayodoton Akimfewa, who was here with us, and we're talking about branding and social identity. But this week, we're talking about marketing your brand on the digital space. It's great to have you. You are welcome. So let's just do, like I would always like to do, a quick recap of what we spoke about last week. Very quick one.
Oh yeah, so we talked about tech tools, platforms that we could use in building our brands, especially on a budget.
Okay, and we spoke about Canva.
Yes.
Canva was the main focus of what we did, learning how to use it, learning and all of that, to design all of that. Okay, so after creating that identity, we're talking about marketing that particular identity, right?
Yes.
How do we go about that?
Well, there's so many ways to go about marketing. A lot of people, when they think of marketing, they're thinking of it in terms of promotions or advertising. How do I make noise? But marketing is so much deeper. It involves thinking ahead of what the people need, your customers, your target audiences need, and actually meeting those needs profitably. So yes, there's promotion is in there, advertising and making all the noise. Come and buy. We have this, we have the service. It's in the mix, but it's not all of it. So marketing is basically meeting people's needs profitably.
So it entails more than just advertising.
Absolutely.
That's what we're saying. Because when we think of marketing, we think about it as, okay, what makes the process of marketing complete?
So these are the things that make it complete. Things like, first of all, research. So you want to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business that's trying to market something. You want to make money. So you want to understand your customer. You want to understand the people that you're targeting. Then you want to create, so you have words like product development. You want to create products or services that will meet their needs. A lot of times you have a great idea as an entrepreneur, as a business. You have a great idea, oh, it's so fantastic, but people don't need it.
Yeah,
Some people actually need it. They don't even want it.
True.
So you want to create you don't want to have so much investment, sunk into something that people don't want. So you want to do research, you want to create stuff and continue tweaking. That's part of the marketing process. And then you can begin to, this is a short answer to that.
Yeah, please give us a short
and then you go into the promotions, and then you go into tweaking, you get feedback from them as you go along, you improve. So there's so many legs to it.
Now, in the digital space, that is one that a number of people are. I know a number of people who have issues with that when it comes to the advertising part of marketing on the digital space. It's not something, a lot of us didn't grow up with it. We came into it. On the digital space, what are the peculiarities? What are those things that we need to take note of or take cognizance of when it's the digital space as opposed to maybe mainstream?
Okay, so there are many answers to that again, but I'll give one answer that I really like, the concept of content marketing. Okay. Now, when you're looking at all the traditional methods of promoting your business, and all of that, you have things like even the traditional platforms. Content marketing is a huge part of it. So creating content assets around what you do. So imagine placing ads every day for whatever you offer, service you offer. Placing ads every day, same content. That will not fly. People see about 5,000 to 10,000 ads on the average every day. So we don't want to see ads. We're guided, or we're guided, when we see ads. But when we see content, which is why you see telcos, banks, all of them going into content, entertainment content. They might weave in their brands. We're trying to create content that will be engaging. So that's something to take on board when you're going. It was there in the traditional space. In the digital space is huge because you're forever putting out emails. You have a website. You have influencers you're working with. These are things that come to play in the digital space. You need to invest in content. So content marketing is not just about putting out, we're selling this, but creating interesting content that inspires, educates, engages people. So people are sucked into the whatever you have to offer.
You have to sell.
Yeah, so that's
we see some people who even get to the point. But now it's even more, should I say, competitive because some people now see some adverts of what they like, but because they know that you would mention a brand, they even get turned off.
Yes. That's why businesses need to keep evolving and building even more than ever. In fact, these days we advise clients to even go beyond just slotting in, that product placement, trying to just really do stuff that people really want to see. So like I said, a lot of these big businesses can afford to invest in it. They are going as far as investing in entertainment shows that are just there. Yeah, trying to engage millennials, trying to engage whoever their target audiences are with entertainment stuff that goes away from what they're about, but they find a way to make it work.
So a lot of what we've been talking about big brands can identify with it. How about people who are starting off?
Beautiful, great.
Or digital.
Yes. So it works especially for them as well. So SMEs. So if you're, for example, like myself, selling education or selling consulting services, you create content that speaks to what you're selling. So, for example, a lot of people don't know that they need what you have to offer. So when you educate them or share stuff that engages them or just sucks them in, or just opens their eyes to see, oh my God, I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know I was missing that. Those things lead them to say, oh, okay, so how can you help me? I didn't know I had this problem. How can you help me? So those things you can do via email marketing, which doesn't cost, like we said last week. Social media, that's a great way to show up on a daily basis with your content marketing, engaging content that educates, inspires, and entertains.
Yes. That looks like the most important
adds
one.
Value to
the people.
The viewers.
Now that's at SME. Now personal brand. Same thing. Same principles. It applies.
Same thing. Now, it works well for them.
Okay. So because of there's that I don't want to call it pressure to post maybe every day. Now you now start seeing the watering down of content quality. That is also quite an issue. How can you circumvent that particular issue?
Okay. So honestly, with the fact that people are learning to create content, it's a huge. You cannot market. You can't sell anything, personal brand, business, whatever, without quality content. A lot of vendors are rising. A lot of vendors are rising that are affordable. Even if you're not going to work with that affordable vendor, still not affordable enough for you, we have our phones, we have our devices on us that we can utilize.
Wonderful. We just have to, I wish I could take you on more in this one, but we'd have to continue some other time. Thank you so much. It was good having you.
Thank you.
All right, so I hope you're able to pick up something on when it comes to marketing that personal brand that you have put together. It's more than just advertising. We'll take this time up now, and when we get back, we have our final guest in the house. Thank you for staying with us. So we have our final guest in the house. Another lady in red, Imoh. She's an actor, producer, storyteller, educator, and the founder of Adansonia Foundation Global Shaper.
Yes, now her most recent works was Three Thieves and The Raz Guy. And we'll be getting an up-close and personal conversation we had this morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
What did you do in Three Thieves?
I acted as a secretary that was very annoying.
Because I've heard some, that movie has mixed reviews. I've heard people who have given rave reviews about it and people who have given not so much rave reviews about it. What do you think? Okay, let me take yourself out of the movie. What do you think about that particular movie, Three Thieves?
I liked it. I thought we had three stupid boys that were trying to get a life. And they navigated it in a very stupid way and got lucky.
Yeah, they got lucky. But let's talk about you in Raz Guy. It's like you're like a Trino star. You've progressed in pretty much all Trino productions. And Raz Guy, I think, is the one in the cinemas now.
Yeah.
And you played colleague to Lasisi Elenu. Tell us about, because you play like a northern character.
Yes, I played. Would I call her northern?
Northern, or Muslim. Yeah, Muslim. Yes, Muslim. Yeah.
Muslim. Aisha. She was his secretary.
Yeah.
She wasn't necessarily a lawyer.
Yeah.
She was doing like the administrative work for him.
Okay, the one that couldn't write and spell.
No.
Oh no.
That's the other one.
That's another person.
He had two secretaries.
So he had the good one, and
he had the intern, and then he had the.
Okay.
The one he maltreated.
Okay, so who was the intern?
The intern.
Actress.
Okay, and you are the one that.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So take us through your mental preparation for your characters, the characters that you play.
Okay, so I mean now I'm resting from Riona.
Yeah.
And the entire process, 7 months. So what I do is I read the script. I read the entire story. I don't read about myself So if we have a full script already, I read the entire story, know about it. Then I go back to read about everyone. That's a second read. Then I go back to read about myself and then give myself a backstory. Discuss it with the director and I come up with the character, the person.
Yeah.
Not the character again, now the person. So I'm no longer Imoh, I am now that person.
That person, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now this is of course a sneak peek of Three Thieves. I hope I can see in this sneak peek. Where would I? Okay, we'll get to the point where we see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to talk about your experiences on set. Now, people, I think it was a few weeks ago, an actress came and was complaining about actors being underpaid. Have you ever had an experience where you're set that they kept you for maybe long hours and then you were underpaid for your services? The expression.
I would want to cut Nollywood some slack.
Okay.
They don't exactly have that money yet.
Okay.
But yes, I'll say there are some times that people are underpaid. I mean, there was one time I went early in the morning and I did not shoot until it was 12 midnight, I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, wow.
And I had just one scene I must have shown you in the entire film. I was just starting, so I didn't know what it was. I didn't ask so many questions. And that was what happened to me. I'm like, hey, Mogbe, is this what I've put myself into? This is poverty that they said I should not enter. How many years ago? I've come back to it, but I mean, it's getting better now. Thank God.
Okay, so somewhere in the air, some inspiration just came to me. This is a bit more personal. I know that you have dreams to marry an Arabian prince. You have plans. Let's leave all this movie, mental talk and all of that. You don't like stress. You know, you would. Okay, let's talk about ultimately. Since I know this word, so you can't say otherwise. You know. What would be your best life? Tell me about your best life. If you were to live your best life, what would it be?
I already sort of live it without the money.
So where the money and the Arabian
So
prince?
imagine because my name is already wealth. So I mean, I just my best life is
so
living my name.
They don't have any chance. Those young boys that
she's not looking at them.
I've passed the age.
You don't want to build somebody.
We built. But I'm building.
Now you want to.
Now I've built, so built.
Building.
Build for others.
You know, we were talking about this earlier. Let's bring it to our discussion. We're talking about Tokwe says she's at that place whereby she doesn't just want to date for vibes. It's all about being serious, right? Is that the same for you?
Yes.
So if I come with vibes and money.
Vibes and money. There's so many people with money. I've met a lot of people with money.
Ooh.
And vibes, but they were not serious.
Well, Imoh has to be Imoh first.
Okay.
Yes.
What about the Arabian prince?
The Arabian prince. Arabian princes, I don't have anything against you, but I just like the idea of sheikhs and all of that. I like the idea. But that's where it stops.
Oh, okay.
All right. So moving forward now, you know, considering how it is, it's a passion work. What you do as an actor or a producer and all of that. Next 5-10 years, would you still be doing this? What would you be doing?
I'll still be doing this. So I thought about it before focusing on it.
Okay.
I'll go a bit. Do you have some time, like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
So when I always wanted to act. When I was 8, I wanted to act so bad because I was around actors.
Okay.
My sister ventured it somehow, and then she had friends like Auntie Funke, Genevieve, and then her husband now. So I always saw them. There was Winnie's Hotel, there was Kilo, all of those things that happened in Surulere. So I thought, oh, this would be easy for me to go into, and somehow I just did not get into it.
Okay.
Post-university now, I auditioned for a series, and it never happened. And then I auditioned for High School Musical. We had that, but we're not paid. So I had to...
Charity work.
I was told to go back to Abuja to work again. Go and work with Foreign Affairs. You studied international relations, right? Go and work with Foreign Affairs. Don't come here to do this acting thing that we don't understand in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Then I stayed for a while in Abuja, worked, and I came back in 2014. I went to Royal Art Academy.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't face the acting
again.
Fully. No, not again.
Okay.
Fully, because now my dad was on chemotherapy.
Oh.
Okay.
So 4 years after my mom passed, then he passed too. So that was the breaking point. I'm like, okay, I'm going to face this thing now. I mean, it's just me now. My older ones will be fine
So
with
I'm
their
going to
families.
have to cut you there, because I remember now, moving post-acting, you also have a charity a charity foundation that you run. Is it a personal project? Is it a personal foundation, or do you collaborate with someone?
So there are two.
Oh, okay.
One is under the World Economic Forum. That's the Global Shapers Community.
Okay.
It's a community of young people across the world. So we have hubs in different cities.
Nice.
In Nigeria, we have in seven cities.
Okay. Is this part of it?
Oh, this is Adansonia. This is mine. This is the one I started. Okay, so I have an interesting life.
So what inspired this?
I started volunteering at about 8, 9 as well. Okay. In secondary school, I had some Catholic classmates that had this child-to-child network thing they were doing in Surulere, where they put money together to give the charity, to give orphanages and then some underserved children in Surrey.
Okay.
So I started volunteering from there, and I moved on to volunteer with Baba for Women's Human Rights.
Okay.
When I was 11.
Okay.
Then when I got to university, I joined Project 4 Million Souls Orphanage Support Team. Oh. So for 4 years while I was in school, we were visiting orphanages every month.
Nice.
Then every Easter, I would have like a party for them in school.
Okay.
So that was how I
yours now, tell us about yours.
So the Antonia Foundation is focused on education.
Okay.
So I continued with orphanages when I registered at 21.
Okay.
I continued with orphanages. Then I moved on to work with SFAJ Partners, and I joined them to do Read to Succeed. Read to Succeed.
So let's quickly have a look at your works and your what your foundation has been up to for the benefits of people watching at home.
All right.
Yes. But welcome to the kitchen. I happened to prepare breakfast with Chef Tito.
You prepared it?
Yes, I prepared it. Chef, tell her, who prepared it?
Yeah, more like,
More like, come on, be going home. But Chef Tito prepared Caesar salad for you. And so there's the plain Caesar salad, and then there's the salad wrapped with tortilla bread. You want to quickly run us through? Which would you like to try out? The plain salad. I know it's the tortilla wrap.
You know.
All right.
It looks yummy.
Oh, okay, so let's have a quick view of what it looks like on screen. Ooh, la, 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 la. Chef Tito killing them.
I hope are you on the healthy diet eating?
Yes. I don't eat beef, so that's healthy. No.
Okay.
Really?
Nice.
Not at all?
I avoid it. I try to avoid it.
You try.
I try to, because sometimes you go for parties and then the stock is inside the jollof.
Yeah.
No, not the, I won't eat it, but the stock is inside
the jollof. Yeah, so okay, so let's have a taste.
Please have a taste. Then.
Yes, and give us your rating.
Oh, can I? Is there a rating?
To use cutlery?
No, like, but well, I was trying to not finish it.
Oh, please, it's all yours.
It's all yours, my dear. You can eat the whole 3 at once.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Right.
That's how she holds it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am tortilla bread already.
Oh yeah.
Like it?
What do you think? The rating of 1 to 10.
I like her face.
You like her face. So you will not say the truth of how you feel.
No, this is good. Anybody from any part of the world will eat
this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that
anybody who's adventurous would eat it.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your rating, 1 to 10?
That's why it's so particular about it.
Okay, don't give us rating. All right, then. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thanks to everyone. Thanks, Chef Tito, for coming on the show. To every single person who's been a part of the show.
Yes.
Fire breather.
Yes, we have Mike on the couch. Anything you'd like to say, Mike?
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right,
nicely
then.
Said.
Tomorrow is Guy Day. All right, we'll be back here at 7 a.m. to 8:45.
Have a fantastic
and your
day.
view is next.
Bye-bye.
Bye.